Huddle. What we do, we offer a platform to connect with everyone in catering specifically to social and amateur scene in the sports industry. So what we're doing now today, we're gonna talk about how is everyone dealing with COVID-19 affair, how it's affecting our progress as a footballer, as a football academy, as a social pickup games organizer, or as a league organizer in general. So we have briefed you guys what we're going to talk about today and how we're going to do it, the flow of the conversation and everything. So just a gentle reminder, don't mute your mic, but do not talk when others are talking as well, just to keep out the unnecessary noise as possible. And let's try to keep it open-ended. It's okay, coach, don't worry. Okay, so we're supposed to have, as I brief each one of you, we're supposed to have 4 guests with us today. Coach Patrick from First 11 Football Academy, Shivan, footballer from Selangor 2, Carl, social pickup games organizer around Klang Valley, and Shazri, riders league organizer, so a league organizer in the Klang Valley as well. So we have men as well, my colleague on board. So Coach Patrick, you might want to say hi to everyone and introduce what do you do and what exactly you came from and all.
All right, hi everybody. My name is Patrick Lu. I'm from First 11 FC. We're based in UAJ 15. And basically, my full-time job is in IT actually, and my part-time job is a coach.
That's nice.
That's
all right.
good, yeah.
So only 2 kids, or how many players do you have in the football academy overall?
Okay, actually we have a few center. Basically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 center. But our main one is in UAJ Wawasan School, which is UAJ 15. We have about 200 players there, and distributed to 2 days, which is Saturday morning and Sunday afternoon. In fact, Ellie is playing. I don't know whether you can come before on the Sunday training. I don't laugh. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So basically, we have about 200 the main center.
All right. So they are catering First 11 Football Academy, catering specifically to kids, right? The school kids, high school kids, primary school kids, and they do have one girls team, which I'm one of the players, but we have been off training for quite a while.
It's more like a woman team, not a girl team.
Yeah, women's team, sorry, girls team, women's team. So we play in social women's football league. Okay, and we have Shivan as well. Shivan, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Shivan. I play for Selangor 2 football team. And also I'm currently studying in Sunway College. Yeah.
That's nice. How old are you?
I'm 20 this year.
What position do you play?
I play as a centre-back midfield. Actually, I'm versatile. I can play many positions. Yeah.
That's nice. That's what I remember. One thing my football coach said to me: the best player on the field is the one who can adjust himself to whatever position he's given. So yeah, I totally get you. And we have Carl too. Carl, want to say hi to everyone else?
Everyone, hi. Hey, Shivan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hey, you were last year at SCL? Selangor Champions League.
Nope, I didn't play SDL last year.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
play.
Oh, yeah, because you should Piala Belia squad, not the President squad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I thought I've crossed path with you last year. Never mind. Okay. My bad.
Oh no, because I was playing for PKNS last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they are
I just
integrated
moved to
as
Selangor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Just being
No, but I do come and watch. I do come and watch the Selangor Champions League sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. About myself.
So what do you do? Yeah.
Founder of Padang Bola Sepak, founding Secretary General of Persatuan Sukan Rekreasi Malaysia. We do a lot of recreational football programs across Klang Valley, as well as we're moving into other sports, badminton, and so on and so forth lah. Itulah. A lot of things on our minds. definitely. COVID-19 has like threw the spanner in our works.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. So for those who don't know what Padang Bola Sepak do, they as Carl mentioned, they organize all these recreational games for people who don't participate officially in official football tournaments, but still want to, sweat and just go out there to play. They are on Twitter actively with 26K followers. So you guys might want to check them out if you guys want to join for fun, connect with the football community and still, try out, like you want to try kicking a football, they would attend to you. They attend to all sort of people in that sense. So it's really nice to get on board with them. So, all right, let's move on to the first question that I'm going to ask. Probably I can start with Coach Patrick. You're good. So it's just a simple question. Like now that this COVID-19 is happening, the quarantine is happening. What's the biggest change? What's the biggest change that happens to your football academy? How you run it? What's the biggest thing that you have to adjust yourself to, or your football academy has to adjust to now that everyone has to, all sort of sporting activity needs to be suspended?
All right. Basically, I think we before we announced on 16, we also were in the mid of wait and see situation, looking at the COVID situation, and when PM announced on the 16, apparently we have during the week we are off. It's easier for us. So the situation is a bit calm for us when we announce that we're going to off until end of March. So our biggest impact for the coaches is we're going to miss all the boys, the smart. You know, I mean, the kids,
Yes,
you've been
yes,
with them for every week, and all of a sudden you're sitting in the house over the weekend. It's still something is missing, you know what I mean?
yes, yes.
But normally you thought, we have a weekend off, you can wrap up in the house. But unfortunately, now you see, you miss them, you see. For
Yes.
us, we don't have much for impact because basically we are doing a lot of grassroots. There's under 12 and below, although we have under 16 and under 14. So our academy have a syllabus whereby we run it for 11 months, which is 33 weeks. So basically we are push back all the syllabus, and not like the maybe Sivan might have a bit of problem because they are playing the pro. The 2 week
Yeah.
off, their physical level might drop. All right. We were thinking to do some video for the boys, but it doesn't it doesn't fit, because what happened is when boys come to play in our club, they want to have fun. The most fun they have is playing with other kids. They fight with each other and the tag ball, the dribble all the way to score a goal. But you ask them to do some ball mastering or ball control in the house, is a pain for them.
That's true. So I understand the physical presence is actually the social presence that what the kids at that age need,
Yes.
right? And they are lacking
Yeah.
of that. They can, I know they can still move forward with, juggling or dribbling their own ball at home, but it's different when you don't have friends to play with, and that's what they have to adjust.
If all the boys are disciplined enough, I think we would have Malaysia would have a lot of football player, a good football player. I mean,
That's true. Okay, we can talk about the professional team as well later on. All right, so Stephen, like as Coach Patrick mentioned just now, it will be harder for a professional footballer like yourself to cope with this, unless you have to really like come up with your own contingency plan, like what should you be doing at home, or does the team give you any sort of a plan for you to follow with?
First thing first, as Coach Patrick mentioned, like as a professional, it's quite hard that we can't go outdoors and continue our daily routine playing football. But for Selangor, they gave us a program, like a homework to do at home, where you have to do like exercises which keeps you physically fit. But it's quite hard to get like your fitness level because you can't go outdoor, you can't run much. So by doing like short runs in the house, that will help. So basically, we have been following the program, and so far, it's quite okay, but still quite tough. Yeah.
Do you guys have to commit to daily reports or weekly reports on how your fitness is doing, or is there anyone checking on you guys regarding that?
Usually we will post. We have to post up videos every week. We have to post about 3 or 4 videos about our
That's nice.
daily exercises, and also we have to take our weight every morning and night
Oh,
to
every
keep
day.
track
So you
on our
have
weight. Yeah, every
that's
day.
true.
Yeah.
I mean that's one of the things that you have to comply to lah. Because
But
we're talking
yeah,
about professional
but it's
team,
quite
right?
boring. Yeah, it's quite boring
That's
at home
true.
with no
That's true.
friends, no teammates. Yeah,
It's all
you
self-discipline then.
can't wait to go out and play. Yeah.
Right. That's true. I get it. Like so for Carl, in what way I think like it's the most obvious thing on the table, but you yourself as an organizer who's been, organizing and planning things day in, day out, like now you just have to stay still or you're still in the midst of planning for things.
Yes, a few things lah. We are planning for towards a post COVID-19 era.
Mm,
So we apa, we want to do what we can for society. So what we're looking at is like, okay, how do we rejuvenate society after being so quarantined and feeling so isolated? So we want to macam plan, how do we go back to life with a bang? And at the same time, it was quite hard to plan things with the others because, like, I think everyone are still going through the 5 stages of grief.
yeah,
Yeah,
understand.
denial. No,
Yeah.
when everything started, we were in denial. Then we started to be really angry. Then we started to like bargaining with ourselves, and at God, macam like, oh please, just let it be 1 week or 2 weeks. And after
Yeah,
that, we get a bit depressed. And of course, acceptance lah. Depends on
dealing with
where which stage everyone is right now lah.
yeah, dealing with our uncertainty is a
Mm-mm.
most horrible thing to accept though. So it's comes back to Coach Patrick, and you did mention that you decided to stop or like delay all the academy plans till the end of March. When did that decision happen? Did that happen before the announcement or after the announcement? So the whole point of me trying to we want to know whether the academy was being reactive or was being proactive towards the announcement.
I would say in between. We
Mm,
are basically wait and see. Also, we have some plan to stop some of the training, unnecessary training. And
mm,
so when the PM announced, we just stop totally until
mm.
end of March. And
March, yeah,
we don't know what will happen after March. Maybe extended for another 2 weeks or 1 month. So
yeah,
we are quite okay because we are not an elite club or a professional club.
mm,
So boy come and play, have fun. It's different as
that's
it's
true.
even and some of the business like few renter might hit to problem, but for us, I think
Yeah,
we are least hit. So maybe Shankar they have to do a lot of homework now, how to plan,
yeah,
how to pay a lot of demands on business
yeah,
point of view, and on civil side as a pro player, I think they are doing more on the weight or strength training instead of endurance. You see, so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when the so-called curfew as CMO or MCO done, I think they need another 1 week or 2 weeks to pick up the fitness.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Is
doesn't
it?
mean
Mm,
that doesn't mean 31st. Okay, leave up the MCO.
then
You can straight
yeah.
away. They still have to do a lot of what we call a pre-seasons training.
That's different. And like as a academy running a football activity for the kids, especially like it's expected for you guys to be more cautious because you guys are dealing with kids. So like
Yeah,
I understand why this question came from the idea of there are certain people, the one who runs academy or leagues, they like what government doesn't announce anything. Let's just pretend that everything is going on as usual. But maybe there are some people who are like probably like you or other stakeholders out there who plan things ahead. Like, look, we don't have to wait for government to declare an official announcement. We can see on the news that it's going bad, and we
yeah,
are dealing with kids on the ground, so
yeah,
we don't want
yeah.
to make the situation
But
worse for them.
because what happened? Safety of the boy is our priority. You see,
Yeah,
so we have to
understand.
look. And on top of that, I do have a lot of friends in China who are the
Mhm.
coach there, and I have seen their situation. So I said we better prepare before the rain comes. You see, And
That's right.
also, in fact, I just ordered some thermometer from China. They have plenty of stock, not cheap also. And after 31st, we still might want to use a thermometer for precaution purpose. Even though we can train, we still have to check the body temperature in case anything happens. So sometimes we plan ahead.
Yeah, that's true. That's really nice to know coming from your football academy coach. And for Steven, as like when did the first day, like when did you first hear that they broke the news to your team that okay guys, we're out for now? Like how did they do it, and how was it?
It was
Well,
maybe one day before the news
Announcement.
came out. So like no, sorry, it was one day after the news came out from our Prime Minister. And then we had a team gathering in our training center. And that's when they handed out to us the training program to do at home. And then initially they had a plan to call maybe 10 players a day to come and train in the center to avoid like much
Small
contact.
groups.
Yeah, small groups, yeah. But then after MFL cancelled out, like teams couldn't have training and stuff. So they cancelled the whole plan. And we had to go back indoors in our house and train. Yeah.
Understood. So I can safely say that each one of your teammates is actually complying to the government order now. So there is no small trainings. Everyone is expected to stay at home and run your own trainings and programs given by the team management now. Is it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the safety is very important. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So as for Selangor, like the official lockout for the players came after the Prime Minister had announced it officially, right? And MFL
just right after.
cancellation of the league. All right. Okay. Carl, how did you plan things ahead as well, or were you waiting till the very moment where PM had to announce it on the news? Carl, you might want to check your wait. I can't hear Carl. Wait. You okay? You want to try? All right, Carl. Hello? Man, can you hear Carl? No, we can't hear you, Carl.
No, can't hear Carl, sorry.
Okay, do it again. All right, Carl. Go try.
Still no sound, boy.
Wait,
Yeah.
the very moment he put on that tarbos thing on his head, everything goes down.
Electromagnetic one. Anyway, in fact, 1 week before the announcement, they mean on the 10th, week of 10, I think about 10, I asked my partner to design, already in the middle of designing a poster, that a flyer, I would say, to in case any lockdown or partial lockdown, we will send out the flyer. I think Ellie, you seen the one in the group, right? In the women football group.
Right.
One of the flyer, we have designed the one week before the announcement actually. In fact, also I supposed to go down JB to conduct a course, a grassroots course for FAM, and I also advise them to postpone it, and apparently FAM allowed me to postpone it to further notice.
Okay, got it. That's how it was. Wait, let me.
Okay, Carl, just checking on your audio again, please.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
All
on.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Carl, do you want me to repeat my question, or you can answer it right
Yeah, I
away?
got it. Yeah.
Alright.
So it was a combination of both. So we had to monitor and also prepare ourselves for the worst. At the same time, Alhamdulillah, the synergy between everyone from the Persatuan to the venue management of Rhino Arena, everyone was very progressive and moved very fast to avoid a situation lah.
Got it. Okay. All right, guys. Let's now that we know that how certain approaches towards reacting or planning things ahead way before the announcement came on the news. Now we want to know that's your own reaction, right? But we want to know the people that you're dealing with. So, for example, coach, you're dealing with the kids, and did anyone reach out to you and tell you how it's like knowing that they can't go and see you on weekends anymore? Did you receive any messages from the players How did they react to the whole thing? Do you want to share it with us?
I think so far, no, because most of the kids are not in the WhatsApp group, only parents.
Okay.
So no much of reaction. I think they know what is going on.
Mhm.
And like I said, stay at home. So far nobody complained. And now you can see some of the group there. The parents send out some nice photo of the food they have cooked for the kids lah. I
That's
think
nice,
the
right?
kid I think the kids can't wait to go out there and play. But unfortunately, I think this round I think the kids are quite been informed what is happening. I think maybe because social media or through friends or whatever.
And it's helpful because they have their parents who inform them every day as well. So it's
Yeah.
nice to know that, right?
Don't go out. Say go out, you die. You see. So, very straightforward. You don't have to tell them you go out, you die. You see.
That's true.
Or there's a flyer or stay at home or you go to a Nirvana. You see.
That's how the Chinese government is doing apparently with their country. They put up flyers everywhere on the road. Okay, Steven, like you want to share with us how your teammates reacting to it? I know it's very obvious, like okay, we're gonna stay home. They can't complain, but any reactions or unexpected reactions? Yeah, you want to tell
At the
us?
beginning, like most of the teammates were quite sad about it, but they all wanted to go back to their respective homes. Some come from different states, so they wanted to go back. But then the coach told them not to go back because in case like there's a good news from the COVID-19, in case it reduces, and then we got to get back to training, so they have to be back. So some of them were like, okay, like not really happy because they wanted to go back see their family. But I think now as a professional, you have to make the sacrifice. I think most of them are just staying in the houses given by FAS, and all of them are following the training program, so that's good. And then hopefully we can be back soon on the field and we can give a great performance for the upcoming matches in the league.
That's nice to know. So it's very understandable for the pro footballers because some of them been away from homes, right? Like not
Yeah.
all of us are lucky to have their family in Selangor itself because
True,
you guys
yeah.
that's where you guys are based at. So it's good to have a directive or instruction coming from your coach, which likes a figure that all of them would respect and listen to, that yes, you should avoid all interstate travel. You love your family,
Yeah, true.
you have to stay where you are. So
Yeah.
nice to know that. And Carl, it's mixed reaction, yes, I assume in early days some people underestimate.
Majority, everyone expected it lah. Somewhat expected the news, but of course there is a number of people who got very upset, in denial lah. I was also in denial juga lah because like the purpose of being a organizer, a recreational sports organizer is to serve the people, because like you want to help them out in like, after a very stressful week, a day at work, everyone wants wants to play football, so it was a very everyone wants a distraction, and then once COVID-19 hits, everyone felt macam, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? So of course majority everyone understood the decision. Of course there is a minority who macam really felt really bengang lah, but of course everyone latched down to each other, spoke to each other, everyone coped with each other. I think that's somewhat of the beautiful thing from this whole crisis. People inside the community like coming together, giving out suggestions of like what movie to watch, what books to read, albums to listen, things like that lah. Benda tu somewhat gives a bit of a positive spin to it lah. Like even like exercising tips as well, how to keep fit. So these are ordinary people, diverse people, men, women, overweight, underweight, have kids and so on and so forth. And so macam, those are my like so-called constituents in recreational football. So everyone is updating each other on the movement, and also macam looking at the situation, what we're seeing, and also comparing the data that we have available online, reputable data online. I have a feeling that it's this restriction movement order is going to be extended. I don't know how long, but I'm optimistic that it may be just maybe for a week, an extra week lah. So we're preparing for that. For that's for me, that's the best case scenario. 1 week extended is the best case scenario. The ideal case after the 31st, everything back to normal. But the worst case is, more than a month. So because I think the participants, like everyone just said lah, because you will lose a certain muscle. That it doesn't have to be your physical muscle, that social muscle. That you have interacted with people semua tu. Yeah, it's great to have all this online stuff semua tu, but physically you do want to see each other, high five, salam, give everyone a hug that we all made it through. But itulah, we're trying to see I've been rereading a book, Tony Buzan, mind map. So I've been doing a mind map of okay, so we're here, so where are we going? So if it goes worse, where do we head? If it goes better, where do we head? And so on and so forth. At the same time, as the organizer and also coach, you as well, a grassroots coach, you're looking for funds, to stimulate back the football economy. So, and then also being in Malaysia, who wants to invest in football? Shavin, even in our professional league, everyone is being so difficult to
it's
invest
quite hard
in our
to get
football.
Teams nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah,
Less
even for us who just organize people come together, we even nak cari funds pun susah, Meng. Ellie, even you guys from Huddle pun susah nak cari funds. So macam it speaks a lot of bleak news, but of course we try to find a positive spin, to a silver lining lah, to what positives that we can actually bring about from this lah.
Of course, and I mean every cloud has a silver lining behind it, right? So hopefully there's the similar one to this situation right now. Hopefully everyone's more eager to come out and play after this lockdown and stuff. So
list cepat penuh.
exactly.
So the very concern, one of the main concerns why I pointed this out is because back in the early days before the announcement came on news, when we were going through the news ourselves, when we see that the outbreak is coming nearer and nearer to us, people were having conflicting opinions whether they can still go out and do sporting activity, because they were arguing on the basis of, look, as long as we don't have physical contacts with each other, it's fine, blah blah blah. Even maybe they don't play games, but I'm talking about training, so they can do training. They just wanna see their friends and teammates on the field, but they want to practice on the social distancing. But let's be honest, it doesn't work that way. And especially when we are becoming more informed and more each day of how this virus works, how it can stay in air and the sweats and everything. So let's just be informed and civilized by not just going out, right? If we love ourselves that up to the extent. All right, let's wrap it up. And probably the last words coming from Coach Patrick. Is there any general message that you would want to share exclusively to your players? You would encourage them to watch this later. We're going to put this up on our Huddle platform, and we're going to share it with you guys. So any general advice you want to share with the parents out there, the kids out there, or even to the public? Anything coming from First 11 Football Academy?
Yeah, before I go ahead, just like to ask Silvan, is there any potong gaji?
For footballers, so far nothing. Yeah.
Nothing yet.
Yeah, the gaji still goes on. Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe end of the month only no?
But we're still training at home, so I think they should pay us.
I mean, it depends how because early question, it depends which part of the the football ecosystem you are in. You see, like us, we do much of impact, but unfortunately, some of our coaches are part timer, and they make some money out of the coaching on the weekend. And now they lost some basic income, not say basic income, some extra income. So they also eager to get back to the field and make some having fun with the kids, and at the same time make some money. You see. So in general, I would say it's not that easy. I mean, when they lift out the MCO, it's not that easy for them to pick up. You will need some time, you see. People will wait and see. And especially like a pro player, they need some time to pick up the physical level. And for us to get back into the groove, we need some time. And like just someone who was saying that it might extend. Who know? Because Bulan Puasa is coming, so maybe they extend one more month. Because I think it's easier to control in the Bulan Puasa rather than normal time. You see. So I'm looking at everything will go back to normal after Raya. All right. My advice is everybody having the same advice: stay at home, keep yourself hygiene, and just catch up whatever you have missed, like family time,
Yes.
your homework. Okay, maybe do some spring cleaning. And for myself, I've been trying to sit on the table and do some session pen, but it doesn't work out.
Understood, coach. Like that's a sprinkling is actually one of the best thing to do during this RMO. Actually, a lot of things you can figure out what to do in your room yourself. That's and I would like to highlight one important thing that Coach Patrick touched on is for professional footballers like Shivan yourself is actually income is really an important issue because you wouldn't know whether you would. It actually applies throughout any kind of profession, right? So as for you, you already briefed all of us that regardless you have to stay at home, but you're actually still fulfilling your duty as a professional footballer because you're still following the plans and everything. So you're still basically working, even in a different setting. So we wouldn't know how it affects other professional football clubs out there. I mean, let's just be real, right? Coming back to the actual issue in the football industry, we know Selangor is now one of the lucky ones, but we're talking about other football clubs who are they're not that shall not be named, even non-RMO, even not during RMO also they're not getting paid. So let's just pray for the best for the rest of them. And how would you want to probably give a shout out to the public, to anyone who's watching this, because I'm pretty sure the ones who are watching this is going to be a huge crowd from the football sphere itself. So any gentle reminder you want to share with us?
For me, I would like to share a message to everyone to be at home, to spend time with your family, because this is the chance you get to spend time with your family. But to all the professional footballers, don't stop working, because it's not impossible to still work at home. So just keep on hustling and keep on grinding. And when the season starts, hopefully all of us can give our best and make Malaysia football to the next level. Yeah, we can bring it to the next level.
That's a really nice message coming from Shivan, a professional footballer coming from Selangor too, and Spokal catering to the rest of us, which you're basically dealing with the bigger chunk of majority of football fans in Klang Valley of Malaysia itself, non-professional ones.
Yeah.
What
Apa nak cakap? I think Coach and Shivan has said something very eloquently, which is family. I think from a silver lining point of view, we spend time with our family, and I think it really reconfigure our soul to be more motivated after this crisis. We want to go all out after COVID-19 dah settle. We want to fight for the family, to put food on the table and so on and so forth lah. So thanks guys for that. But I just want to I know because I have friends all over the world who are affected by this, studying, working, living abroad, and they have shared some really gruesome stuff lah. I think one thing that I kind of philosophize in the context, in a philosophical context, that sorry for going on a bit long, but I think this virus, it has exposed us to vulnerability. That has caused a lot of things to be showcased on mainstream media, social media, and what we see in front of us, the good and the bad. Of course, the bad things are highlighted even bigger compared to the good things that's happening, which is a shame because the bad things that happen are on aggregate, the minority. So that kind of gives us a bit of our faith kind of a bit dwindles a bit lah. But but when we experience things even more, we actually macam rediscover that macam there are people out there working together to solve this crisis. And then also it really reveals who you are actually. In every crisis around the world in modern history or human history, every crisis reveals who you are. Are you a compassionate person or are you a selfish nitwit? Excuse my language. So it's either you have that sudden realization of you can continue on as a good human being, or you head towards the path of redemption. So in that sense, yeah. Sorry lah, berfalsafah sangat lah.
Go there, man.
Yeah, sorry for being
Superhero
philosophical lah.
time.
But just to wrap it up in a nice bowl, I think we have been living on the status quo in sports and also globally for quite some time, and we're going to a very brave new world that we have to decide for ourselves what we want. Do we want to go back to the status quo that led us to this problem, or do we want to change it for the better? It's up to all of us to synergize.
Sick. Thanks, man.
That's it.
Can I add on something? It's only not only the MCO lifted. I think some other entity like football FAM or MFL should look at how to minimize any risk or cut down the risk. You see, for example, let's say there's a match after the lifted. Are they going to sit side by side, or are they going to sit 2 meters apart? I think they have to look into that. Otherwise, the problem will solve, because it doesn't mean that the COVID will be finished there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, understood. All right, that's a really insightful hangout session with you guys.
High five, everyone.
High five. I can't see Steven. You
can't see me, but I'm high fiving.
You can send me a photo of your hand later. So I was expecting it to be a very casual hangout session, but it turned out to be quite deep, which I really appreciate. So that's what we want. The outcome of this discussion is for the greater benefit of everyone, so you can take home, and it's not just for us, those who are involved in this talk, but the ones who are gonna watch us as well, like all the good takeaways, and they can probably practice and apply to whatever that they're doing, all the businesses that they need to put on delay now. So we have to wrap it up. We're running out of time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Coach Patrick. Thank you, Shivan. Thank you, Carl, for participating in this conversation. So now we have some insightful contents coming from the football industry. We're going to move on with other sports as well, and we're going to have a talk with other stakeholders of the sports industry. So you guys want to keep up with us on that. I'll send you the link, and the rest of you guys can check out what they're doing with the work that they're contributing to the sports industry themselves.
Right.
Thank you. Anyone?
Just the last thing as well. If our viewers have anything that they're interested in knowing more, do leave the comments in our videos, and we will try to get back to you. Either maybe get these 3 or 4 people get back again to talk with you guys to answer the questions.
We have time.
Yeah, we can.
Totally have time.
We'll definitely put up Padang Bola Sepak Insta handle and Football 11 Academy, First 11 Football Academy, and Shivan's Instagram as well. So you guys can reach out to them on their, on your own, so they can engage with guys further on that. So we're good for now, Mike. Anything else? No?
Thanks, guys. Nope. I think that's it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.